Seven Figure Sam, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you for having me today.
Man, this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm so proud of you. How old are you?
I'm still young, 29, turning on 30 on May is my birthday.
Yeah.
We spent my
That's
birthday
right.
last year together.
That's
best,
right.
Best birthday cake ever that Mitchell bring me.
That's
so
right.
yeah, I'm turning on 30 on next May.
That's awesome. Yeah. So just for everybody watching, we made a birthday cake with a Canadian flag on it and presented it to Sam at the mastermind meeting we had, which was awesome. And Sam and I had just known each other for less than a year then, probably about 6 months. Now, so it's about late 2021. Sam, you reached out to me on Instagram. What situation were you in, and what were your big goals and dreams for your business?
That's correct. I reached you around September, and we started being together from October. And where I was like a personal trainer. I was training in a garage of one of my friend's house, and I was literally living, sleeping on the floor.
Just like the Alex Hormozy videos where he talks about sleeping on the floor of his first gym.
Yeah, same thing. And literally where I was working out my clients. So I was I want to have a business. I want to have to build a team and to have freedom, at least have some kind of freedom. So this is where we're at.
Back then, what was holding you back? What did you need help with when you started the coaching?
But I think being a personal trainer, you already being a trainer is you always need to be there for your clients. You need to exchange your time for money. So I always need to be there. So I was stuck with my job, and I think then what holding me back was the resources. I didn't have any resources, and about my knowledge. So yeah, I read a couple books, listen some podcasts, but anything else than that. So my lack of resources and knowledge, for me, was I think a huge gap to where I were to at this time and where I am right now.
So let's go back a little bit further and talk about, what got you motivated to get into the fitness industry in the first place? Because, you're awesome at sales. I'm sure you could be selling Ferraris if you wanted to. So what got you into the fitness industry?
Really simple. And, you asked me my age. I'm turning 30 in a couple months. When I was younger, my dad just had a cancer. And he fight for 6 years. For me, I had 13 to 19 years old. He fight cancer. We try chemio, radiotherapy. We tried to change his his nutrition, everything. We went to Florida. We tried everything, and he just passed away when I was 19. So but nothing changed on my mind. I was young. So for 7 years, I just had, bad relation, bad habits, and just at 26 years old, I don't know what happened. And I always say it's a miracle. Then I just waking up a morning and I read again. Do you know the book, the Secret?
Yeah.
So about the law of attraction and everything. Yeah, so I already read it when I was really, really young. My mom tell me, hey, read that book. So at 26, I just really read that book again, and something on my mind just switched. And since that day, I start to be being a trainer at the World Gym, and this is how I become a trainer. But it's take 7 years of bad habit, bad relation. But at 26, I just I became a trainer, and everything started about this day.
Man, I wish everything changed for me at 26. Took me a couple more years, but that's a powerful story. And you and I have known each other for a while now, and that's never came up on our coaching calls or any of our dinners or anything. So I appreciate you sharing. I mean, that's really powerful, and obviously, sometimes it takes some tough times to lead to that transformation point. Now,
Yeah, but I think you had the like you had this situation, you were that kind of situation, like bad
Mhm.
habits, being like a
Yeah,
trainer.
totally.
So you know what it is, and I think like it's a part of the process. You need to have that hard time
Yeah.
after, like, to like just to level up.
So when you had that transformation and then you started running the gym, like what is the big why that you had then, and what is your big why? Like what drives you today? What started driving you back then, and what started driving, and what keeps you going? Because man, it's just amazing to watch you every single month level up.
Yeah, but the big why, like, that's a great question, and I ask the same at my customer, my clients, and the big why now is not the same than the big why it was before, because as a young kid, yeah, young guy, young entrepreneur, the only inspiration I have is want to make money. When you
Yeah.
start in the business, you just want to make money, or want to. It was my number one motivation. But after that, what I realized is, when I was young, always like being the guy who was like not part of the group, the guy who I played hockey, and the guy who was never like recognized. So everything I did when I was young, nobody, let's say, they care about it, and
Mhm.
and I thought then the money will bring me that feeling.
Oh,
You
yeah.
understand me?
Yes.
So, but I realized then the money didn't bring that feeling, and like I was less happy.
Uh-huh.
So I just realized then, for me, like, I want to help people then being their best. Like when I meet someone, or a client reach out to me, I just want every people, like many people as possible, being a better version of themselves. And I think with helping these people to be a better version of themselves, it will bring the recognition. Then I talk to you, and like it's come together, and it's not with the money. So
Mhm.
now it's just by helping as many people as possible. And yeah, so the why is really, really different. And it's me, it's myself, to help people to, like you say, we have a dinner, we spend time together, we are like human, we love people, and
Mhm.
we do that, we're doing that because we want to help people. And after, like, all the other things come. But yeah, this is the big change from, like, in the beginning, and now, like, where I am.
Yeah. Man, that's really awesome. What did you want to be when you were a kid?
Great question. I think if I ask you the question, Craig, what would you answer? I think, like, every young guy, like, they
Hockey
inspire to.
player.
Yeah, hockey, hockey player. That's one. And I think the other one is a firefighter.
Uh, I was
So
never no, 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 not interested in being a firefighter. I like starting fires. I didn't like putting them out though.
okay, okay. Well, for me, same. Hockey player, and like I played a lot, and I play like elite.
Yep.
So yeah, so hockey player and firefighter. What I just said, and I had my course. Like, I finished everything to be a firefighter already.
Oh wow.
Yeah, in 2013, I
So
finished
you were
everything.
21, 22?
Yeah, I was young. I was yeah,
Yeah.
20. Yeah, correct. 20. No, yes, 2021 around.
Wow.
So I finished everything, and like, now my best friend is a firefighter in
Mhm.
Montreal. And when we chat together, and he told me about his lifestyle, and I thanks God. Then I didn't become a firefighter because it's not
Yeah.
myself. So
Mhm.
yeah, it was firefighter and hockey player, man.
Yeah. Well, you've met Sal at the Mastermind, and Sal's a firefighter in
Yeah,
New York City. And I mean, man, they work that guy to death. It's crazy to think that your firefighter has been up for, anybody who shows up at your house to save you is, probably delirious because they haven't slept for 24 hours. Kind of scary to know that. But, um, you made the right decision, because I see you at these masterminds events that we have, Sam, and you can see like you always wanting to help everybody at your table. You've made great friendships with Ann and Chris and Vic and all these people in the group. And you can see like, even though, by trade, you're the personal trainer and you own the gym, you are aiming to help these entrepreneurs become the best version of themselves. And so I just absolutely love it. The energy you bring to the room is always so great. You and Joe Marcoux are always having a good time. So, it's really, really powerful to see you always helping people transform. So the next question I want to ask you, which is probably related to either your dad's passing or the troubled times that you have, but what was the biggest obstacle that you faced in your life? And what was the mindset and what were the action steps that you took to overcome it?
yeah, sure. Like you said, the biggest obstacle it was to my father passed away, and what I realized at this time, and this is like, I think any situation you go through, no matter what, like if you lose, like you lose a girlfriend, you lose like parents, and you can always have like positive not feedback, but you can have positive stuff of this situation, like you can.
Mhm.
So, and I think if my father didn't like passed away, never I will be the person that I am right now.
Mhm.
And with a step back, this is the best thing where happened in my life. Like, it's strange to say, but
Mhm.
these situation get me through like all the hard stuff, the bad relationship, like the sabotage myself, everything. And
Mhm.
after, like, I go deep, 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 and I just make the switch and I just level up. So without this situation, I will not be on a call with you today. So
Yeah.
I think every like hard situation, you can like you can understand or like level up from this situation and use it to go to another level. So yeah,
I
would be
think
my
I think
answer.
the most important lesson there is that, bad things are going to happen to all of us.
Yeah,
And the only thing you can do after you've healed yourself from the bad situation, everybody should take time and deal with the situation and, mourn and have grief, and not rush through that. But once you are through a lot of that, I think the only thing you can do is look back and say, what did I learn here? How can I use, there's got to be some positive, there's got to be some lesson that I had to help me move forward in life. Because if you don't look at it that way, then my goodness, you might just be lost in depression for a long, long time. So
totally agree.
I want to ask you what what's the greatest piece of advice that your father left with you? Because my dad passed away a couple years before yours did. Now, I was a little bit older. I was in my 30s when he did pass away. And, certainly the biggest lesson that I got from my dad was, just work hard. And, he sacrificed so much. He was a farmer. His hands were always torn up. In the wintertime, they were torn up from the cold. In the summertime, they were torn up from, the work that he was doing, the calluses and stuff. And every time I feel like being lazy, I just, think about how hard my dad worked. What was the biggest lesson that your dad left you with?
Great question. I remember when I was maybe 18, and maybe like a year before he passed away. I was in a relationship with a girlfriend at the time, and I remember he was like on the couch, and he said, "You know what, Sam?" Because the girlfriend in the time, and she you know, I play hockey, I tell you, and like I really like the sport, and like a lot of things that I want to do, she then I can, because like I was with her and she said, oh, no, you stay with me, or no, no, don't go play hockey. So I
Yeah.
was like really really risk in like, you know, restriction mode. So,
Sure.
and I remember he was sleeping on the couch and he looked at me in the eyes and he said, you know what, Sam, or never, 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 I will exchange my life with yours now, because like I look at you and this is not like the life then you're supposed to live, then or I want to live. And like he was dying, you know, and he say me that you know, that just I remember, and I say, I just punch in my face. Yeah, I just open my eyes and I said, okay, I need to make change and I need
Yeah.
to enjoy and let me go, you know, the all what I want to do. So just go. So I think yeah, it helped me maybe to open my eyes and just to run and just to go what I want to do, and to put me in situation then like today, you know, like you asked me, you want to join my podcast? I say sure.
Yeah.
Am I 100% bilingual? No, but I think like to came in this situation, like maybe that my father who just pushed me to go through, and yeah, this is, I think that's one of the biggest lessons. Then he
It's a
tells me.
powerful moment. That's a really powerful
Yeah,
moment and
yeah,
powerful story.
this is my heart speaking.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of people, everybody goes through struggles, and, obviously in the gym, you have people going through the struggles of weight loss. What's the advice that you give to somebody who's going through a hard time right now?
But I think just you know, just I told you, the when you have a hard time, just and what you say, just step back, look the situation. Okay, what advice you can take and go forward. I think that's the best way to do.
Mm-hmm. Powerful. Now, when you were struggling, what made you think that Craig Ballantyne was the right person to help you out?
Man, that's a good question too. You know, I finished. I read your book, and you sent me a free copy by one of my friend, and give it to me, and I read it, and I promise myself, then when I will finish the book, I will DM you, and because like I go through the book and all, you know, the strategy, like all the tips, everything that I just applied during when I read the book, and I see like a difference on the spot. So I tell like myself, what if that guy, then I just apply what is on paper, what he can teach me, you know. And when I reach out to you, and when I met you, and I see, for me it's important to have like a human, like and I think this is what you are, this is what I am. So I see, you know, like a human. I see someone who's here for the good reason, who want to really help people, and I see change, and I see, you know, what I apply, and I see result. So this is for all of this, and then I just go with you, man. And like, let's say I choose you, and I'm still there, man.
It's amazing is that I've coached so many people over the years, both in fitness and in the business side of things. And you've got to be up there in the top 5, along with our friend Frank Den Blanken, for the person who I give advice to, and they go and do it so fast, they do it so thoroughly, and you even do things better than I advise you to do, and you come back with these amazing results. And so I want to give you the respect and admiration for that, because it's really tremendous, your work ethic and how quickly you act. Success loves speed, as we have on all of our shirts and hats and stuff like that. It's absolutely amazing. What was the biggest change that we helped you make immediately in the business?
Immediately, it was just like have a structure and just plan everything in advance, like plan everything before. So when you have a structure, you plan everything. So after, you have a clear vision. So I think with this, after just everything go by themselves. So just to have a structure, to plan everything, and to know like everything what to do before. When you know that, when you respect that, and when you apply that, what you say, you see like huge change. So just planning, set up everything, like having the tools, the right tool, the right person too. So yeah, planning for sure. Structure, planning was the first thing you taught me. One of the
Well,
first
I do want to say one thing, is that you don't just get coaching from me in our business. You get a lot of coaching from Daniel Woodrum, who's our head coach, and Daniel is a gym owner, and so you and him connect on that. And I think that he's probably actually gave you more results than I have. What are the biggest leadership lessons that Daniel has helped you with? And I know, maybe you'd be comfortable sharing this a little bit about the situation you went through with some, you had a tough time with your team members in the last 6 months, and it was Daniel that helped you through that. So what are some of those leadership lessons in general from Daniel, and also anything around when you have a tough time with your team? How did Daniel help you through that?
Yeah, sure. Daniel was a huge part of the puzzle, but like sometimes you just like before talking with Daniel, like I email you just like you wrote me the plan on like four line. Okay, you will do this. That's it. Like for you, you go straight to the point, and we're done. So like you say, I just took this screenshot, print it, and I say, okay, I will follow the structure what Craig said to me. And on the other side, like Daniel, what you said about the leadership, I remember he wrote me like, and you were in the email, he wrote me a sentence, and it was writing like, if you will, if it's don't care, or you will not remember it in 5 years. Why is there right now, something like this? So
it's the old saying, like, if it
sentence?
doesn't matter in 5 years or 5 months from now, then don't give it 5 minutes. Don't worry about it for 5 minutes. And
Yeah.
I'm butchering it, but it's kind of along those lines. And with Sam's situation, there is a problem with team members kind of disappointing him, and as an entrepreneur, everyone will have, even the greatest leaders in the world will have people that disappoint them. And you're not the first person. Like the whole thing was, first of all, we got to get the entrepreneur to calm down. Because Daniel and I have owned gyms, and we've had team members who we thought were awesome. One day all of a sudden they quit, and they took 30% of our clients, and they opened a gym down the road. And, when that happens, it feels like you got hit in the stomach, and you're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to survive? And you go into panic mode. But Daniel turned that gym around, and, the gym is better than ever. It was better than ever 6 months after that situation. So I've seen it a whole bunch of times over. And so we always try and help the entrepreneur like Sam understand that, hey man, I know this is difficult. It's like when somebody, gets dumped by their first serious girlfriend, they think it's the end of the world, but it's not the end of the world. But at the time, you sure as heck think it is. And so that was the main message. Sam, understand that you're going to get through this. You're going to come up better from this situation, much like, you look at every bad situation, you look for the positives in it. And in 3 months from now, you won't even, we'll sit there and we'll laugh about it.
And if I can just share like a tool, like a real tool that then you give me, and if people who listen to this podcast, they can apply, like when you have you pass through a hard situation, then you wrote, like what are your options, and it is like just a couple months before we had this exercises at one of your mastermind. So like huge situation, then you hit like by you hit the wall, and I just made the exercises, and first scenario, what it is, second, third, fourth, fifth, and I go down all the way like this. So this was like really helpful. So this is like something then you taught me, and I just used to go through this situation.
Yeah, it was really powerful, and it just showed the maturity that you have. in dealing with this situation. But also, even before the situation happened, you were just so generous to your team members. You brought them to the masterminds, and you're a really great leader, whether it's natural or whatever. I think it goes back to that. You just want to help people transform. And so I have, whenever if anything bad happened to you, I would never worry about you, because I know that you have the right positive mindset to rebound. You have, now you're so connected, Frank and Vince, everybody in my mastermind group, you're connected with Anne, who's a guru in leadership. You have me, you have Daniel, you have Sal, you have Vic, you have all these people that you're connected with that, you're a made man, as they say in the mafia. Like, you will always be able to take care of you. So that's just really powerful, and just shows like, wow, look how far you can go in a year of getting connected with the right people. So on that topic, what do you feel like are the biggest benefits to being in-person coaching programs? And you're in a couple of them.
Yeah, and this is right the thing that I want to say and to stop you, like, because without without your coaching, like, everything start with everything start with your coaching, like, without having you as a coach, as a mentor, as a friend, like, all of these wouldn't like be possible. Like, you talk about Vince, about Frank, about all these people. So I'm sure at 100%, then you need like to have that guy, that person who just connect you with other people. And you say like the even in person, you talk about people who have the buying business, people, then you can invest money, and like every time those people came from your world and from your background, so I think like it worth than 10 100 times the money you will invest, because it's fast forward to the success, because you can't have this without coaching, without mastermind, without like a mentor. And yeah, this is just, I think everybody wants success and wants just go to the top and like fast as possible, but create connection should do that. Like it's a must, to be honest.
Yeah. You meet all these people who have skill sets that are greater than yours in other areas, and that will lead to great connections. And even from what I understand, that Chris introduced you to my investment advisor who lives in Montreal, and
Joe.
I think, Joe. And I think you guys, he's going to be the right mentor for you and your wealth. And he's also great that he's local. And it's only because, I should have mentioned it before, but Chris was in the room. You sat beside Chris. You started talking about, Sam, what, he probably asked you, Sam, what are you doing to build your wealth? And he gave you some suggestions. Now, he can't do stuff for you because he's down in the United States, but he could refer you to an advisor in Canada. And it's just, that's not going to happen if you're not in the room, which is really super powerful.
Yeah, 100%.
So right now, for people probably wondering, where the heck is this? Where is Sam right now? And so Sam, he's got this amazing life. He's able to leave the gym because he has the team back home. He's in Cancun now. He's at a couple of mastermind meetings. And, so obviously not every day you're down in Mexico, Sam, but what does your regular daily routine look like as an entrepreneur?
Great question. And let's say like I came to Cancun 4 or 5 times per year. So
that's right, man. You did come a lot last year too.
I think I will have my visa. I will I will make the process. No, so to get serious, everything starts with with your resources and the tool you give me. So my routine, like I'm waking up like earlier because big part of my job, yes, I have a gym, yes, I train some clients, but I made a lot of copywriting, and I need to work like when people sleep, because when the day start, my phone, ring. I need to answer text, stuff, everything. So I'm waking up earlier, 4:35 every morning. Something then you taught me then to waking up at the same time every single day. So waking up for 4:35, and before, I plan my day. So like you taught me. So when I'm waking up, a little meditation, after read 15, 20 minutes. And I just start working for 2, 3 hours and my day is over. And like, this is the golden hour. Like nobody disturb me. I can focus 100% on my task. And after, if I want to do a quick workout, let's say 30, 35 minutes. And after this is just, my day is finished. So I can do like I can answer to the phone, answer people by mail. So yeah, this is all like every day is the same. Just like I use the golden hour, golden task in the morning, and after that I'm ready to enjoy my day.
That's amazing. Now one thing that I know you've been working on is because you love the business, you love working, you love the success. It's like a game to you, but you also have a great relationship with your girlfriend, and you're figuring out the boundaries there. What have been your success secrets to making sure that you give enough time?
I think my success, like the big thing that helped me a lot, but it was really hard to put in the calendar. Yes, you say the boundaries, but before to go there, the little white space, I use it. And I remember in the past, in the day, then I was put in my calendar and it was a fight to just stop everything, when you have stuff to do and you just need to do stuff and stop and like follow that boundary to have like that white space and doing nothing was a hard challenge, but I did it. And I need to put in my calendar, and with this work, with the tool, with your follow-up, with everything, I succeed to after that put date night on the calendar and respect that date night. But everything, I think one of the good part for me was where the white space, but it was a huge challenge, to be honest, but I did it.
I'm proud of you for doing that. Another thing that is really impressive is 28, 29 years old, running the gym. Now, obviously, a lot of your clients are going to be a little bit older. So how do you lead people and persuade people if they are older than you? Because we have a lot of young entrepreneurs watch these, and sometimes they describe it as a challenge. Like, oh, my clients are older. How do I get them to respect me? How do I get them to believe in me when I'm a younger person than they are? So what worked for you?
A good thing that you taught me too is to have the good avatar, like the good people you want to help, and sometimes they can be older, but the thing is, no matter what, the people in front of you how old he is, like if you have the same lifestyle, then you can help this person. Let's say I'm an entrepreneur and I meet like an entrepreneur, 45 years old man, and I know it's challenge day to day, because like I have the same, I need to face like the same challenge than the person in front of me every day. So I think if we go back in the story, like it's really important to help the person than you are. So the age will not be like, it will not be like a stop because you have the same lifestyle, you have the same, let's say, problem, and you can give tools, solution. So this is how I help people with men's with a 7-figure business, with a family or whatever, and because I have the same lifestyle, and I can share you the tool you give me and help them. So I think it will be my answer to your question.
Yeah, that's powerful. And you have this vision and you have your goals, and you've done an amazing job. You're very, very clear. What are your secrets to goal setting and sticking to your goals?
Good question again. I think is say it's put the goal so huge that look impossible, then you just need to work to hit that goal. So, and it's something that I always push myself through. I put something, a goal. It can be like every goal, no matter what we talk about. put it like is look like impossible to reach. So if you reach 80% of that goal, you will be like, over than the goal you probably set. So I think it's a part, and like who helped me to succeed is when I look my goal, I say, oh my God, how can I reach that goal? It seemed impossible. Which way I will use, which path, I didn't really know. But during the process, everything just like like everything just happened, and finally I eat probably 80-85% of that goal, but it's 100% over than the goal I will hit. So I think it's something that it's helped me.
And then, so when you have your clients who are struggling to hit their goals, how do you help them? When they're not as focused, they're not maybe as driven as you are. What do you do to help your clients get through the tough times and achieve those big goals and dreams?
What you said in your in your every time, and what you taught me, like break down the goal just in small goals, give quick victories, and
yes
having something like someone accountable. So those three things you say in your video, you like break down the goal, quick victory, and someone accountable, and that's the recipe for success.
Absolutely. I love that. You just gave me an idea for an Instagram reel, so I appreciate that.
I'm here
so you're a very, very good trainer. You're a very good trainer. Where do people, for the people that are listening, they're like, man, this guy's in great shape, and Craig, you speak in great shape. Where do people go wrong when they want to build muscle and burn fat? What are you coaching your clients on? In addition to, they don't have accountability, they don't break down their goals, they don't, have those quick victories. Where else do you see people really fall off?
A big lack is people who want to lose weight. The first thing first, they not eating enough. And it's normal. Like you say to somebody, you want to lose weight, eat more. It makes no sense. But like, I don't want to go deeper, but like, if you have too big calorie deficit, it will not work. So this is the first thing. And the second thing is people try to, to go on a diet, to working out, if they doesn't working out. But it's not the thing to do. The thing to do is you need to change your habits. And when you will change your habits, you will change your identity. And one of the work, then again, you talk in your story, then we can apply in every business. Look the person you are right now. Look the person you want to be. What you did or what you do was not like in direction of the person you want to be, and just change that. So you need to change your habits and not to put yourself like in a position, then you will come back like in your zone. So just change your habits one by one, and you will be the person you want to be. That's it.
That is wisdom right there from a young man. Really, really appreciate that. So Sam, I'm going to see you over the next couple of days at this mastermind. Just saw you for a couple of days at another mastermind. Man, just really, really, really proud of you. What final pieces of advice would you like to share with everybody listening today?
Sure. Just a final piece of advice is, guys, just if you don't have a mentor, if you don't have someone who's being accountable, this is the thing you need to do, and it will be the best investment of your life. It will create connection. You said success loves speed, so this is the path to do. And I truly believe, and this is my heart to speak, then when you have the right mentor, then you can reach any of your goal. And guys, if you want, like for me, my feedback about Craig, about like the program, everything, like it's worth 10 times the money I invest. So guys, just get a mentor and you will succeed. Like Craig said, success loves speed, and enjoy, man.
Yeah, success loves speed, and it loves that social support. And shout out to you, Sam. You said hey, Craig, let's do a podcast. I'm going to, you got the accountability. You said, I'm going to take the English lessons. Like your English was pretty good before, but you could tell you did the work and you had me hold you accountable to it. We set the date, you had the deadline, and it's just another goal that you've accomplished, and super proud of you for accomplishing that goal, the fitness business goals, the new goals that you have, relationship goals, your own fitness goals. So Sam, it's absolutely amazing. You're a great role model for everybody watching this. Super proud of you. And if people want to just, reach out to you, give you a shout out or ask you about how you can help them with your online fitness program, what's your Instagram handle?
Yeah, that's Sam Damour, DAMOURS 7. That's it. Just follow me, DM me, and I will answer in a few minutes. Like I answer the weekly accountability emails.
That's right.
Every week.
That's right. I send so everybody watching, for our coaching clients, what I do is I send out a coaching email every Saturday morning, usually about 6:30 in the morning. As soon as I hear that my baby's awake, I hit send, and Sam answers about 6:40 in the morning every week. So but that's why he's so successful, because we offer him, hey, listen, we're professionals giving you accountability to holding you on track to reaching your goals. And Sam takes advantage of that. And he's one of the most successful clients we have. And then I have other clients who don't take advantage of it on a regular basis. And you can see that their results are up and down, up and down. They're up when they're accountable and they're down when they're not. So Sam is taking advantage of that, because Sam knows success loves speed, and Sam loves social sport, but success loves social sport too. All right, Sam, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to Early Rise Radio. And Sam, I'll see you very soon, and wishing everybody listening the absolute best in success.
Thank you, Greg.